Hello, and thank you for watching How to Survive the Arizona Desert. Before we get started, I'd like to go over a short list of dangers and hazards that you may encounter in the Arizona desert. So stick with me through that, and we will get to the survival tips. Some of the things you're going to need to look out for on your journey into the Arizona desert are poisonous spiders, rattlesnakes, javelinas, scorpions, Gila monsters, venegrooms, more rattlesnakes, jumping cactus, mountain lions, killer bees, more rattlesnakes, cactus climbing kittens of death, jumping cactus, forests, rattlesnake pits, horny toads, toxic toads, dust storms, more rattlesnakes, flash floods, droughts, 110-degree heat, rattlesnake landmines, more javelinas, coyotes, and the other kind of coyotes, and giant spiders. So just keep an eye out for those while you're, trying to survive. Okay, up next are going to be some useful tools that you can have that is going to help you survive and keep you alive. First order up is fire, some way to start fire. Good hiking shoes, some kind of knife. I guess you don't really need a knife. You can do it the old-fashioned way. Hope for the best. Some kind of water canteen to carry your water. Self-defense item of some kind. You could probably make that too. And some kind of tarp or rain poncho. Okay, solar still. In the desert, it's pretty much a gold mine. It gives you a way to get water by pulling it pretty much out of thin air or evaporating it off of different things. Anything that has moisture in it or any kind of moisture content, you can collect water out of this. As you can see in the diagram, fresh cut leaves, ground moisture, contaminated water. You can even use this same theory to get, sterilize urine and animal blood. Fresh cut cactus, things like that. Really, I mean, this literally turns air into water. Any kind of moisture at all will condensate into pure clean water and will be collected in your cup. This will keep you alive. And for those of you who say this is a bad idea and I don't know what I'm talking about, do your research. Anybody who has questions about it, do your research. It works and it'll save your life. Okay, so let's say you can't make a solar still, you don't have the materials. Barrel cactus, as you see in the picture here, and there'll be another one, you can cut this open and inside will be a moist, tender, juicy center that you can chew on, suck on, and strain out drinking water that will keep you alive and hydrated if you can't find anything else. Alright, next up is navigation. Here in the desert, the sun is almost always visible. As long as you remember the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, you can always use, that. Also remember landmarks. You can use mountains to help you navigate once you have established a sense of direction. So that's all good stuff. Okay, now we're going to get into food. The fuel that's going to keep you going. We'll start off with some of the common food sources. Prickly pears, those little purple fruits. They're extremely common out here in southern Arizona. They're really sweet. They do taste like a fruit. They don't taste bad at all. They actually make candies and stuff out of them. The outsides of them do have small prickers on them, so you're going to have to roast those off or cut it open. Mesquite beans, you can grind them up, eat them raw, make soups out of them. Literally, the sky's the limit. This is what Indians lived off of and what a lot of animals do live off of out here. You can literally do just about anything with these and they're good to eat. Here's a quick nutritional fact sheet about the mesquite bean itself for your viewing pleasure. Also, just about anything that moves out here in the desert, cut off its head and you can eat it. Make sure you take off any stingers or poisonous parts, but it's good stuff. Alright, so now it's going to be moving on to fire. You can make a bow drill set pretty quick out here, and getting fire started is super easy. That's the yucca plant, and the yucca stalk itself is a really soft wood, really easy to work with. And you can make, as you can see, you can make a fire bow drill set out of that pretty easy. If you don't know how to make one of those, or you want to learn how to, let me know and I'll make a video on it. But it's actually really simple, and you can sort of fire with just about anything out here. It's a pretty much giant ashtray or tinder box, you know what I mean? So pretty good stuff there. Not much else needs to be said. If you can't sort of fire in the Arizona desert, you probably need some serious help. Okay, primitive shelters in the desert. They don't need to be waterproof, but they do need to give you shade. So really stacking up brush, again, the yucca plant, yucca stalks, you can make a pretty decent shelter to keep you, in the shade and cool in the summertime. and enough insulation, you know, by stuffing some grass down, some dried buffalo grass down as bedding, and that'll keep you off the ground and keep you warm at night. You know, shelter's pretty easy in the desert. There's really not a lot of challenges there. I was making shelters when I was a kid, you know, playing in the desert, making little forts and stuff. So I'm pretty sure an adult in a survival situation should be able to figure it out. But if not, there's the diagram. It gives you a rough idea on how to do it. Alright, good job. There you go. If you practice an everyday carry of a simple pocket knife, some kind of self-defense tool, and I don't know, say some kind of container or water bottle, you're pretty much set for desert survival. I mean, you can throw a quick one of those emergency ponchos in your backpack, and you can feel pretty confident that you can survive just about any situation out in the desert. If you want to check out my EDC, I do have a video. You can see what I carry on me every single day and why I do it. Maybe that'll help you out. Thanks for watching. Again, YouTube, like and share if you like it, and subscribe if you want to watch more. Thanks.